Hi, it's Kylie Davis here from CoreLogic. I'm here at the Inman Connect 2018 conference in San Francisco. It's the world's largest real estate and property tech conference, and this year it's attracted more than 5,000 real estate agents, major franchise groups, but most importantly, this year's seen the most number of Australians ever at the conference, with about 45 major real estate agents, brands over here looking at what's going on. So we're going to talk to them and find out what they've learned. So I'm talking to Tim McKibben, who is CEO of the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales, to see what he's learnt from Inman Connect. So Tim, what have you seen at the conference this year?
It's been a very, very interesting conference. I thought there's been strategies which we've employed in New South Wales, and I think more broadly across Australia, and we're looking at seeing whether or not what we're doing is in alignment with the US, because the US, and for that matter all of the real estate around the world, is facing disruption. So the one thing I wanted to do while I was over here is to validate or test our strategy to ensure that we're going in the right direction. The interesting thing I think that's come out of this, for me at least, is that whilst the technology is being seen as a threat, and I think it is a threat, it can also be something we can employ to improve our services. Disruption is with us now, very, very solidly.
Yep.
And I think that if we sit still, it is going to be to our detriment, undoubtedly. It may even be fatal.
Yep.
But I think if we get involved, if we own our own disruption, look at the technology as a friend rather than a foe, then I think we have a great future. And I also think that we can improve the consumer experience.
So what's the technology that you've seen that has made you, that you think is going to influence New South Wales real estate?
So it's an excellent question, because I think the technology that particularly impressed me is enabling the agent to be able to leverage the relationship they have with not only their client but also other parties to the transaction.
Yep.
And in doing that leveraging will enable them to deliver a lot more goods and services.
Yep.
And it was interesting here, I think yesterday or the day before, that one of the presenters said that they believe going forward that all of these additional services that the agent will be able to provide will generate income for the agent greater than the commission.
Yeah.
So the commission will still be there, obviously.
Yeah.
But
more revenue streams are going to be coming
they'll be getting
through.
more revenue. So you can see there, if we grab the technology, it is most certainly going to be a friend, not a foe. But one thing's for certain: we can't sit still. We've got to make some decisions here. I think from my point of view, though, the thing that scares me a little bit is at the pace at which we're going to have to do this, and there are so many choices out there.
Yeah.
So we've got to make the decision. We've got to make the right decision.
Yeah.
And we've got to do it very quickly. We don't have the luxury of being able to go out and test things, because I think it'll move too fast.
Yeah.
I think it's quite apt that the conference is here in San Francisco, the home of Airbnb and Uber.
Yeah.
So it is
Silicon Valley.
Well,
it's
that's
all
right.
Here.
So the warnings are there in other industries. So I think it's a great place in the world to actually be having this conference and having this discussion.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks very much.